It ain't too late.
Good morning and welcome to the Indy Boomer Show. I'm Mary Pat McKee and I am sitting here with Arby, and I'm going to let you pronounce your last name.
Arby Babayan. Babayan, like hopefully I'll be babaying you guys lunch later.
Oh my goodness, sakes alive. That is hilarious. He is with All About Security, and we're going to get right back to him in just a second. But first of all, of course, I want to make sure everybody has seen the September issue of Indy Boomer magazine. That is Dr. David Wolf. On the cover. He's an astronaut from Indiana, actually went to North Central, and there's a nice feature article in there along with a whole bunch of other topics that you may be interested in. You can pick those up at any CVS store in Marion and surrounding counties, so be sure and do that. Now I am ready. Oh, one more thing I have to do before we jump in here. I want to thank Jim Walford, Wofford Theater, Logan Street Signs and Banners for this opportunity to have this show, and we are very appreciative of that. And with that, let's talk about security.
All right.
Tell me, you guys have some cool products. Tell me about them.
Absolutely. With us, we really started this business, and it's all about the clients, about our community.
Mm-hmm.
I worked for a national company,
Yes.
largest out there,
Yes.
and we focused on all 50 states, and we wanted to do something to help our community and our clients.
So you brought it kind of back to the local.
It's absolutely all about local.
Right.
You know, it's
Yeah,
about taking
I
care
agree.
of our neighbors.
Mm-hmm.
Why we do this is it's a passion of ours. Security is so much more than an alarm.
Well, and we were talking about that before the show, about security and the different features. One of the things that really intrigued me about your systems was this pendant. But, it's not just about that. It's about the whole house. Tell them the whole house thing.
You have, these days, there's so much technology out there, and it's been around for a long time.
Right.
But it used to cost thousands and thousands of dollars.
Right.
So this automation craze that you see has been around since the early 80s.
Okay.
But it used to cost tens and tens of thousands of dollars to do.
Right.
Affordable home automation has came, and now it's here for the masses.
And when you say home automation,
Automation.
thank you. I can't even talk today. That is, again, like you said, not just the security of your home, which is, of course, very important,
Sure.
but it also has to do with maintenance of the household, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, tell us.
Absolutely. I mean, interactive security with the new smart homes, as they call them.
Yes.
Your security system is the foundation of your smart home.
Okay.
Security is nothing to play with. We take it very seriously.
And nowadays, it's definitely not anything to play
And
with.
I don't know if you know this, but Indianapolis has become on the lowest of the 3% cities in the country to live in for crime.
Oh, I'm very aware of that.
I had
yes.
no idea until I owned our own business.
Right.
Every day there's a shooting, there's a murder,
Mm-hmm.
there's something going on. So security is very important to us. The interactive service part, we don't want our security system to be something bad. We want it for you to have it as something you can use on a daily basis and you can expand with.
Right.
So with our security system, it's all about convenience. Our mission is to make a better and a safer life for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't believe in cookie cutter solutions.
Okay, so you customize a package to fit someone's home or their
Absolutely.
needs or what it is they're doing. Tell us, you talk about, you leave the house, you can still do things remotely?
Absolutely. As
Okay.
long as you have a smartphone,
Okay.
which boomers now,
Yeah.
they've had their iPhones. I know my
their
mom and dad,
iPads.
my dad doesn't leave his iPad
Yeah.
anywhere, even though he said he didn't want it.
They say boomers are one of the biggest users of iPads.
The biggest growing population
Yeah.
of iPads. And,
Right.
there's so much you can do now that you couldn't before. When you leave your home, you might forget to use your security system. Most people will get a security system. They'll keep their initial term, which is usually 36 months or 60 months,
Right,
which after that they get rid of it because it's a noisemaker.
right.
If you don't have the conveniences where you can tell when someone came home, whether it's a loved one,
Mm-hmm.
whether it's your parent that you're watching,
Right.
it's real convenient to get a picture taken when they come home and sent to your cell phone.
Oh,
to know
really?
when
You can
they're
do
coming.
that?
Absolutely, and that's not streaming video.
That's
You don't-
pretty cool.
You don't need internet. You
Uh-huh.
don't need a phone line. It's all inclusive.
Really?
And that's what separates us
Okay.
with a lot of things we do. Now, for life safety systems,
Uh-huh.
something as simple as a thermostat. If
And that's what this is a thermostat.
Yeah, this is a smart thermostat.
Okay.
And it can be used with any thermostat in your home.
Okay.
And just by using this 4 degrees less a day when you're not home,
Oh, yeah, it saves energy.
saves about 20%. It's
Really? That
unbelievable.
much?
That much. Now, with security companies, they'll tell you get a discount up to 20% on your insurance. That's true, but I've never seen a 20% discount. I'm a very real person.
Yeah.
It's usually about 10% or something like that.
Okay.
But
But
with
you got to
this-
make sure you tell them, because
Oh,
if
and
you don't tell them.
If you don't tell them, nothing's happening. And you need
Right.
to make sure you get a certificate of insurance
Okay.
from your provider.
Is this involved with the whole security
Absolutely.
system, or is it a standalone?
No, this is actually connected to your smart home. We call it smart security.
Smart security,
So
okay.
when you leave, this will adjust to lower temperature. When you're coming
Does it know
home-
when you leave?
Absolutely, it knows when you leave.
Wow, that's kind of scary. Big
Ah,
Brother's watching.
It is actually scary in a way. If you have a phone, when you leave your neighborhood, it actually
okay,
knows.
that's how it's detecting.
knows.
It's by the okay.
If you forget, it'll send you a push notification on your phone that you didn't arm it and it'll arm
I
it.
need a lot of push notifications.
It's great. One of our favorite things is the garage door opener, actually,
Yeah.
because we've left and thought, did I leave that garage door open?
Yeah.
Call this person, got to drive back home. So now when we leave, if we leave our neighborhood and we accidentally left that garage door open, right on our cell phone, it'll pop up and it'll say, your garage door's open. Press a button.
And that comes with the whole security system, which is, this really is kind of hard to see in here because it looks like a box.
Yeah.
But I'm sure that it's got tons of.
Yeah, it's actually not even, it's not on right now, so you
Right.
don't see all the cool features. But on our website, allaboutoursecurity.com, you can see everything on there. They have every different type of system. The nice thing about it, what I always tell people, you have wants and needs. Don't go crazy. Start simple.
Yeah.
We're not the big provider where you have to spend thousands of dollars and get everything you want.
Right.
Start with something simple, add piece by piece. We're more than happy to do that for you.
Okay.
We're not going to overcharge you on equipment. We actually think the service is what you need, and we want you to be happy
Now,
and stay for
let's,
life.
maybe we may have to save that for the second segment
Sure.
here, but I do want to make a note and talk about that. Who is your system? Okay, and that kind of thing. But let me back up one more time. So this is maybe the thermostat. You could do this without the thermostat.
Oh,
And I'm sure it all
totally
pricing.
customizable.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And it's all pricing depends on how
Yes.
many features and bells and whistles you get.
What
That
we
makes
do,
sense.
absolutely, but what we do is we give you two types of service, really. One's basic and one's with the interactive, so you
Okay.
can add all the other things. I don't like to nickel and dime people. I
Right.
don't think it's fair.
Right.
So what we do is we give you the option where that all the services are included with our interactive service. You can just add piece by piece.
A la
as you go
carte,
on.
kind of do it that way.
The other
But-
really, absolutely, and the other nice thing is we only use 100% software-based systems.
Okay.
That means your system is never outdated. We give you every year. We give you a free
See,
update.
I always worry about that because you buy something the next year,
Absolutely.
it's not good anymore. It's
Just like your cell phone.
Exactly. I was just gonna say that.
Exactly.
That's exactly right. Just like the cell phone. Hey, real quick to let everybody know, if you cannot see us on TV, we are on Hamilton County Radio Monday through Friday at 6:30 p.m. And give us a quick phone number to where they can reach you.
317-559-3500.
Very good. And we're gonna take a quick break and we'll be back in a minute.
Sounds great.
All right. Thanks.
Everyone knows it's easy to find first-run movies in the big theaters. But where can you go to watch your favorite classic movies on the big screen for the perfect night out? Why rent a flick when you can rent the entire theater? Call today to reserve our 32-seat theater for your next event, or just stop by to see what's showing this weekend. The 14 by 7 foot screen and the high quality digital surround sound system offers all the amenities you would expect from the big theaters, with a laid back atmosphere and comfortable seating of your own home. Wofford Theater at 1744 South 10th Street in Noblesville gives you the classic movies you want with a big theater experience.
You know, when Margaret and I decided to sell the old estate here, we had only one choice in signage. Logan Street signs and banners. Conveniently not located on Logan Street anymore, but rather located on 10th Street on the south side of Noblesville. Well, we sold the old beauty, and we were able to buy this wonderful estate. And we had so much money left over, I was able to buy this beautiful 1968 Eldorado Cadillac for Margaret. Only 472,000 miles. Margaret loves it because it's got those big seats and that heavy-duty suspension to support her svelte frame. Next time you're looking for signs or banners, call old Jim at Logan Street Signs and Banners, 773-7200. Conveniently not located on Logan Street anymore.
That's what I want to know. Hello, we're back. Welcome back. Mary Pat McKee with Indy Boomer, Indy Boomer Magazine. Pick it up at any CVS store in Marion and surrounding counties. I'm sitting here, and I'm just going to say Arby because I just...
Everyone knows Arby's. I don't think there's too many Arby's out here.
No,
It's just like the restaurant. But
Yeah.
I don't own it.
Okay, darn it, that's too bad. But you do own something else, and it's very intriguing, and I'm really excited to have. In fact, they are going to be with us in the Indy Boomer magazine starting in November, so be sure, look for Forrest Lucas. He will be on the cover in November, and look for their ad, because after you hear some more about this, I think you're going to want to... you're going to have a special of some
Absolutely.
kind. Well, let's don't tell them what it is.
Okay.
So you got to get the magazine
Secret.
to get it to find out what it is. Okay, one of the things I was asking you before in the first segment is tell us about. Okay, so like this is a pendant. If you fall, somebody comes on here and talks to you, right?
Yes.
Like what's that one thing in the car? The star.
OnStar.
OnStar.
Absolutely.
So who are these people? And
This is
where are
Numera.
they?
They're actually, it's called a Libri system, and actually, it's a huge company that owns Linear, is the name of the company that owns them.
Linear?
Yeah, Linear.
Okay.
And basically, what makes all of these devices so important is what we call verification. Without someone talking to you, without someone getting an image, without someone knowing what's going on, it doesn't matter how good of security company you have. It doesn't matter how great your monitoring is.
Right.
5 diamond certification is what you're always looking for when you want monitoring. Only 3% of security companies have that.
Okay.
National type monitoring, just in case there's some type of disaster.
Okay.
You want to make sure it's always working. But if they don't know what's going on, they don't. 99% of all alarms, whether it's this, that, are false alarms.
Okay.
So,
I bet. Yeah. I
And
can
police,
see that.
our police department wants to help us, but when 99% of those
Are
are
false,
false,
yeah,
they're
I've
not
heard
going to
that
rush
too.
your aid.
Right.
So when you can verify it with talking to someone
Right.
on the other end and let them know.
Well, that's cool, but where are these people? So, like, say the alarm goes off, are they all in Texas in a call room, or how? Tell me about that.
We actually have a national monitoring center. We have multiple
Okay.
monitoring centers.
Okay, okay.
We run off 2 power grids. So if there's if there's some type of national disaster, if everything goes down on one power
Right.
grid, we have multiple monitoring centers that are working for you at all the time. So
Gotcha. Okay.
That's very
I'm
important.
nosy. I like to know where
and
these
that's-
people are.
And that was very important to me because most people
Yeah.
don't know that.
Yeah.
And I was told there was only one company out there that had more than one monitoring center.
Right.
And that was a big selling point.
Right.
Well, I found out that if
That's
that's,
not necessarily
that's
true.
not necessarily true, and if there is, now there's a second.
Okay. Well, one of the things, this being a baby boomer show, and a lot of baby boomers are taking care of their parents. Heck, a lot of baby boomers may be in need of this themselves. But tell us about this. And it's a little monitor. You can stick it in your pocket, in your
You can
purse.
hang it. You can put
Oh,
it
you
on your
can hang
belt.
it.
Oh yeah, it has a little lanyard.
Oh,
You
you
can
can
put on
do.
it. You can
Well,
put on
I
your
didn't-
belt.
See, I don't like that thing because that to me that says okay, old person, old person.
And you can put on your belt. You can put it in your pocket.
Yeah, you can
It's
put
meant
it.
to make
I
it look.
just saw what
It's
you
it's
did.
made
You
it's
did
made to
that
look
too.
very. It's made to look so it's not obtrusive to you.
Okay, but because time is going to fly here, and I don't want to miss this. This little device can be coordinated with this
That is
whole
a
monitoring system.
That's a separate one,
Is it?
but
Okay,
it can be
explain it to me.
combined together. You can
Okay.
actually have a medical pendant for your home
A medical
that works
pendant,
100,
okay.
or an emergency pendant. I don't like to call them medical pendants.
Okay.
Emergency pendant that can be around your home for when you're home.
Yeah.
This can be added on for when mobile. This is when you're out and about. This
Right.
is anywhere,
And it works.
and it works. And it uses
Say
cellular.
I go to California, will
Absolutely.
it work? Okay.
As long as it uses cellular and
Okay.
GPS technology both.
Okay.
So the
okay.
one disadvantage of the mobile, it uses AT&T service in there. So if it's in an
Is that
area,
the disadvantage?
well, the disadvantage is if they don't have AT&T coverage in that area,
Oh.
it will have to use GPS. But it
Okay.
uses both GPS and cell technology.
So it's
is a
got both. So
combination.
maybe one defaults the other if it has to.
Exactly.
Okay.
So
AT&T's not a customer yet, so I can say whatever I
well,
want about it.
and to be honest with you, with our cell
No, I'm
coverage that
teasing.
we use, even for these, we don't believe in landlines because landlines can go out.
Yeah.
What we do is we test every single home to see which is the best provider, whether it's Verizon, whether it's
Yeah.
T-Mobile, whether
Yeah.
it's AT&T. We
So
don't have a
that's what it
preference.
is. It's set up on that same cellular system.
Cell technology.
Okay, and that makes sense because, like you said, the landlines will go down. Does in having this in your home, does it detect if a window or a door is opened?
Absolutely. And it'll
Okay.
even tell you front door open, back door open, front window open.
Do you have to put things on those doors so it knows, or how does it know?
You have to put a sensor on what you want it to know. But
Okay.
there's different ways of doing that.
Okay, well, I don't want to get technical. That's something you need to call and talk to Arby about, and he can explain. I'm just curious
And we
because
can explain it.
I wouldn't want to see a bunch of stuff in my house.
Oh, you won't.
You know what I mean?
This is the size of we don't drill because
Okay.
the homes that we go into are often nicer homes.
Yeah.
And people don't want a $5,000 drilled
Well, no, I can understand that. That wouldn't be my house, but yeah, I would understand
Let me
that.
show you the size.
That looks like they're small. It's a small box.
This is the size.
Oh, okay.
Of the
And then what is it? Just even stuck on the
One side's here, magnet.
Oh,
If it
magnet.
breaks the magnet. And these aren't, the other nice thing is if you do have a wireless system in your home, which many people do, and then
Yeah.
you spend a lot of money on them,
Yeah.
most companies will not take those over. These
Okay.
aren't rocket science. They have not changed in the last 15
Yeah.
years. People spend thousands of dollars on this. With our technology, we
Right.
will take over anything that works, and it doesn't matter what brand it is.
And then you don't have to, yeah,
And
and
you don't have
maybe
to
that's
pay
less
for
for
it.
the, yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, very good. And that's one thing we were talking about on the break was cost. Installation's gonna run you $99.
Around $99.
Depending on how
if you wanna,
crazy you go.
Absolutely. I
Okay.
mean, we don't sell the $10,000 systems. We don't believe in them. Obviously, if someone had a multi-million-dollar house and that's what they wanted, they can have it.
Yeah,
But-
well, they're more the exception than the rule.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We have a low price guarantee. We
Mhm.
actually love it when people get quotes from other companies.
Yeah.
It makes me feel good because they know they're getting a good deal.
Well, and like
that's
you
what
said, it's
about.
not just about the deal because boomers are a little savvy and know sometimes you got to pay a few extra bucks to get the quality that you want versus always going with the cheapest.
Sure.
The other thing that I also thought was interesting is that this kind of system, you said $1 a day, it could be as low as 30 a month.
As low as $30 a month. If
Okay.
some people want to purchase equipment and not have to pay a monthly payment that's very high, around
Right.
$40 or $50.
Right.
Other people would much rather pay $400 or $500 and have a $25 or $30 a month. Our lowest payment has gone down to $22 for someone who wanted to purchase the
No,
equipment.
I want to be that $22.
And you can get there. It's whatever's. It's always about the client. It's
Well,
what's best for them.
And the thing that you talked about is that it can be customized.
Fully
And
customized.
that is what that's what is important. This is, and I don't know if I've even said this that much, but company's name is All About Security. And that is who you guys need to contact. Give us a phone number again for those that are not seeing us on TV.
Sure, it's 317-559-3500.
Okay, and a website.
The website is allaboutYourSecurity.com because it's not about us, it's about you. So it's allaboutYourSecurity.com.
Oh, I like that. I like that. That's very good. So, how long have you guys been in business?
We have been in business a year. I've been in the industry for about 6 years.
Yeah, so you've been in the industry a long time.
Absolutely, and the reason I left where I was working was not financial. I was not forced to. I had a very comfortable living.
Right.
It was over integrity, and it was over doing the right thing and helping people and being
Well,
part of our community. And
you know what
we're
they
passionate
say.
about that.
What goes around comes around. So, as there's you, who else is your staff? Who else have you got?
Actually, my mother
Okay.
is part of our company, who's a boomer herself.
Well, I'm
So,
sure she is.
My father's part of a company, who's a boomer himself.
Mhm.
Roxanne, who's my better half, is a part of our company. We have
She's much cuter than
Actually, she is. I'll give her that. Actually, my dad's name is Levick, and his best friend was a police officer And his
Oh,
son,
there
his
you
name
go.
is Levick. Poor kid got named after my dad.
Oh.
But
Well, it's a
he's
name you don't
he's
hear
our,
very
And he's
often.
our technician. So,
Oh, okay.
And we have another gentleman named Justin. Everyone that we use as a full-time staff is background checked, drug tested. It's
Okay.
very important to us
Yeah.
to have people.
When you have somebody going into somebody's home, you got to
Very
be that
important.
way.
Because there's been rumors of bigger companies where technicians have came in when they've been out of town and done things.
That's not right the way it should be.
That's right. And,
Exactly.
And we're always a phone call away. I mean,
Okay.
when our customers call us, if
Mhm.
there's a problem, whether it's a question that's not covered on something, that's okay. We're here to help. Even if they're not going to use us, if they want advice
Right.
for somewhere else,
Mhm.
I'm more than happy to give them the advice they need.
Okay, well, very good. I'm excited to have you on board. I'm seriously considering a security system. I have a very large dog,
Me too.
but he sleeps a lot, so I don't know if he'd really be there if I needed him. You know
Well,
what
you
I
know,
mean?
my dog is a reason, and I have a pit bull, and I just found one in the
Uh-huh.
street and adopted him.
Oh,
And people are scared of them, and
Yeah.
I have a security system because of my dog.
oh, really?
Yes.
Do you have it around the other
You can
way?
take everything out of my house,
Well,
but don't hurt my dog. He's my baby.
You know that commercial where they come on and they bring the dog a bone?
Yeah.
That my dog would be eating that bone. He
Hey,
wouldn't be going.
oh,
I've
well-
never seen her before in my life.
That's absolutely true. They're very easy. You take a steak, I mean, it's over. But
You say dog, and he's like your buddy. He
Yeah,
doesn't even
yeah,
care
yeah.
anymore. He's a
but,
sweet baby.
You know, they're our family. You know,
Yeah.
and that's what I say.
I'm going to have you back another time.
I'd love
Our
to be
time
back.
is up. I have to do a little quick plug. Boomer TV on Sunday mornings at 10:30 with Patty Spitler, Channel 8. So be sure and tune into that. We've got a great show this week for you. And of course, don't forget Indy Boomer, CBS, all CBS stores, Marion County and surrounding counties. Pick up a copy, and in November, look for All About Security.
Absolutely. Make sure
Yeah.
they mention you so they get special pricing.
Okay, yeah, do that. So we'll have you back again.
That sounds great.
Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week.